And I want to touch upon like flow. Jordan Belfort, the Wolf of Wall Street,
Of course.
actually used to do these things to get in a state of flow, to really get in the zone. A lot of salespeople do this. A lot of high, people who are in environments where they really need to get in a state of mind to really execute a task. So if you're a salesperson, you really do it because you want to get into a state of mind when you're making cold calls, you are hot and ready, like Little Caesars, ready to go. So he used to smell peppermint. And whenever he smelled peppermint, he will actually trigger a state of mind which will allow him to get in that flow state. And the thing about flow, there's actually something within our brains. It's like it's a receptor, and it's called the anandamine. The anandamine, it's from a Latin word called ananda. And ananda is the bliss molecule. So the reason why you can actually feel flow is because you actually get in a state of bliss. So when you're doing things that you are focused on, naturally doesn't matter what it is. You could be digging your backyard to plant some trees, but that state of motion and grooviness that you get in, you are feeling a state of bliss, which allows you to really lock in and to really start going. So whenever you're not in a bliss state, it's really hard to get going because your mind is not really as engaged as if like that receptor in your brain. It's actually, it all comes down to your biology, the way you're wired up to really stay focused. I find out as well too, whenever I'm in a different state of mind, I can edit as many videos as I can within a short amount of time. And I realize because I'm in a high state of bliss and I'm getting in that flow state. So the anandamine is something within our brains that allows us to really focus in, and not necessarily focus, but to really get in a feeling of stride, which allows us to slowly pick up our focus as we continue working on the task minute by minute and to the hour to the hour. So that is a great way to really look at it. Is what are some triggers that you can have? Is it smelling peppermint? Is it listening to jazz music, which is what I like to do? Is it putting on a specific candle? I love candles. It gets me into that flow state. I'm ready to rock and roll. So Ananda is that place within your brain which unleashes that feeling of flow state.